What's up, everyone? Welcome to Nodes. So it's been a long time that I have been not active on my YouTube channel, and I thought that it would be a good idea to start contributing again. So these series will be completely in plain English, in which we will be covering one of the most famous front-end libraries, which is React JS. So here you can see that I've opened my markdown, and again I have collected all the notes regarding React.js in this markdown, which is again I'm using Obsidian for viewing and displaying this markdown. And again this markdown will be uploaded on a GitHub repository, and the link to that GitHub repository will be down in the description. So let's get started. So the very first thing we have to do is to just understand the prerequisites required for React.js. Again, these are not a must, but again, if you guys know these things, it will be a very plus before starting React.js. And I have listed these prerequisites not to just tell you that it is a must, but I will be covering these prerequisites in the coming on series. I'm just telling you about these prerequisites because if you guys know these things, so you guys can skip the coming on videos. Okay, so let's get started. So these are the four basic points. The first four are obviously HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and DOM. And again, if you have worked with vanilla JavaScript or these APIs, so I think you guys must know about these four technologies. Obviously, HTML again for displaying our elements. CSS is used for again styling your HTML elements, and JavaScript is again used to collect elements from this domain object model and manipulate those elements according to our needs. So these are the four different technologies you must have to know before jumping into React.js. And the fifth one is again it's optional. It's like ES6 features like arrow functions. Obviously, this was new to JavaScript. So again, I will be covering this ES6 features in the coming on series. But if you guys know this about ES6 features like arrow functions, so you guys can skip that video. So again, point number 6 in the next video lecture, what I will do is I will just give you a refresher about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, DOM with the help of some ES6 features like arrow functions, and we will create a simple project. It will be just a counter to just give you a refreshing about all these technologies, okay, in which we will just increment the count and decrement the count. It will be just a simple project, not a complex one. So just to give a refresher about these topics. And the seventh one is obviously REST APIs. And again, if you are a web developer, especially a front-end web developer, and you are in the software industry, so you must have to know about REST APIs, because in software industry, REST APIs is the only thing you collect data from the backend servers and display those data in your front-end application. And that front-end application can be in vanilla JavaScript or can be in React.js. So you must have to know about REST APIs. Again, if you don't know, we will cover REST APIs in coming on lectures. At point number 8, again, we will be writing code, so you need a code editor. And in our series, we will be using VS Code. Again, it is not a must. If you guys know any other code editor like Atom, Sublime Text, or JetBrains Fleet, so you guys can use that, freely use that, because VS Code is obviously most popular in the web development environment, so I will be using VS Code. And on ninth is obviously Google Chrome developer tools. Again, I've mentioned Google Chrome here is because Google Chrome is the only browser which is mostly used in the web development industry. So we will be using Google Chrome. And again, if you guys know about Google Chrome developer tools, it's a plus. Otherwise, we will be going through this Google Chrome developer tools. And again, if you guys have ever worked with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so you must have used Google Chrome developer tools. Again, it's not a must, but if you guys know that, so you can skip the video ahead. So coming on to the point number 10, and obviously is package management. Obviously, because React.js is not a framework, it's a library, and for fulfilling all our needs, we have to use many other libraries with React.js to fulfill all our needs. So for that, we need a package management, and again, for package management, we need Node and npm installed in our computer, which help us for package management. And again, installing node and npm in computer is not a big deal. Obviously, you can simple find a lot of content on installing node.js and npm on YouTube, as well as there are tons of blogs written on Google. You guys can just search it. I will just give you a simple overview. So let's just go to Chrome, and here you can see that I'm having a website open, which is nodejs.org/en/download/current, and here you can download Node.js according to your operating system. So if you guys are working on Windows, you can get this installer. If you're using Mac OS, you can get this installer, and I think this is for Linux. So depending on your operating system, you guys can choose any of the node package installer depending on your operating system. Okay, so that's the overall picture. And again, if you guys have ever worked with node, after installing node, when you will open your terminal, so let me just make this thing a little bit bigger. Let me just increase the font size, and if you type node dash dash version, so you will get some version. In my case it's 16.14.2, and again in your case it might be different. Okay, so if I type npm dash dash version, again I will get a specific version. In my case it's 8.5.0, but in your case it might be different. And again, obviously, if you are seeing these versions, it means that node and npm is correctly configured in your operating system. Okay, so that's the overall picture. So in the coming on lecture, we will just first understand these fundamentals: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, DOM, and ES6 features, with the help of a simple project in which we will just make a counter. Again, it will be a simple project, and if you guys know these technologies, so you can skip the video ahead. And after that, we will jump directly to React.js, and we will see that why people switched from this vanilla JavaScript world to the React.js world. Okay, so that's the overall picture. So if you are liking my content, do like and subscribe the channel. In the coming on lecture, we will be working with a simple project. Okay, thanks for watching.